Jim Branscombe from Cinematic Void here, back for another episode of In the Mouth of Cinemadness, where I kind of dig into the primordial ooze of cult films that eventually led to me creating Cinematic Void. Today's episode is relevant to these guys right here, which is 1977's Planet of Dinosaurs. As a child of the 80s, I was obsessed with dinosaurs. I mean, it was everywhere. The Baltimore Science Center would occasionally get these animatronic dinosaurs and some dinosaur bones there, and I'd force my parents to take me every single time. One of the times, we were the very first people to walk through there. This is how big of a dinosaur nerd I was. And any TV special or just, books, toys. I watched Dino-Saucers. I don't know if you've ever seen that 80s cartoon with alien dinosaur things. But yeah, anything dinosaurs. And I remember how my parents tape a bunch of specials off of TV. There was one with Eric Boardman and Gary Owens. There was a series of three. I think one was called Dinosaurs, 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 and more dinosaurs and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny because I only associated Gary Owens with dinosaurs, not having any idea about his voice announcer career with Laugh-In and things like that. I just thought he was the dinosaur dude. And there was those, and there was another dinosaur special I saw as a kid that was narrated by Christopher Reeve called just Dinosaur! !
I can remember the first time I saw this giant collection of bones. I came here with my family when I was about 5, and I can remember bringing them to life in my imagination.
So I was just consuming dinosaur media, and I think my first career outside of doing what I do now and being interested in film was I wanted to be a paleontologist. I wanted to go out and dig dinosaur bones. That's how much I loved dinosaurs as a kid. However, in retrospect, I probably made the right career call because, one, I don't do well in the sun, I burn easy, I sweat a lot, and thinking a whole 12 hours a day and just to find a little bone probably wasn't really for me. But as a kid, I thought it was the coolest shit ever. So of course, I was always on the hunt of dinosaur movies, and I remember one night seeing on USA, the USA Network, on the USA Movie, I believe. I don't think it was USA Up All Night, I think it was just the USA Movie. They were showing a movie called Planet of Dinosaurs. And I remember I had my parents set the VCR so I could tape it, but I was gonna watch it live and all that stuff, and sat down to watch it, and I think I might have seen some clips of this movie, some of the dinosaur stop motion animation in it and other dinosaur specials, but I had no idea what the movie is about. So for those who haven't seen Planet of Dinosaurs, a spaceship lands on a planet that's still in, the Earth's prehistory. It's like a sister planet, or maybe they time travel. I couldn't, I still don't really remember. I think it's just they find another planet that's similar to Earth, but it's still in the time that dinosaurs walked the Earth. And what happens with this crew is that they keep getting viciously mauled and murdered by dinosaurs. There's a girl that jumps into the lake to go get the radio of the spaceship, and she gets attacked by some underwater sea fish dinosaur thing, gets ravaged. And then throughout the film, people are just getting fucked up by these dinosaurs, and I was really young and wasn't really expecting this. So of course now I was traumatized by dinosaurs. When you see some guy with a mustache shooting a laser at a Styracosaurus and then gets impaled on it, it does something to you. What pretty much ended my dinosaur phase was the release of Jurassic Park. I remember reading the book, although I was probably too young to read it, and seeing the movie. I saw the movie 3 times in the theater, and something about seeing that movie kind of ended my fascination with dinosaurs, because the movie's a special effects state-of-the-art smorgasbord, and I think the dinosaurs in my head had a lot of imagination, and Jurassic Park pretty much, I don't want to say killed the imagination, but in a way it did. So my dinosaur phase ended, but it was also me starting to pivot towards more of my movie phase, or my cult movie phase. So when I was in high school, or getting ready to graduate high school, I started thinking about this movie I saw as a kid, Planet of Dinosaurs, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I would tell people about it, and I guess not a lot of people had seen it, and they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I swear my parents taped that movie for me, and I went through every VHS that my parents had taped off the TV, couldn't find the movie, couldn't find any recollection that I ever saw it. So it's did I even actually see this movie? And this went on for years. And outside of maybe Roller Coaster, this was one of the movies that I became obsessed with, trying to figure out what it was, because it was pre-internet, and unless you knew someone who knew the title or could remember what it was, or you could just happen to stumble upon it at a video store, it was kind of hard to figure out what a movie was that you saw as a kid but don't remember the title. And it's kind of weird because the movie's called Planet of Dinosaurs. You would think that would be an obvious title to remember, but there's, you know, plenty of other movies that had dinosaur in the title, and just every time I like tried to look and see if that was the movie, it wasn't. Probably early 2010s, I was looking around on YouTube and I accidentally stumbled upon and found Planet of Dinosaurs, or I found a trailer of it. And I was like, huh, I wonder if this is. And I watched the trailer and I saw all that footage of the dinosaurs mauling and mutilating humans, and I was like, that's it, that's the movie. I need to re-see it. So I eventually found a copy. I sat down to watch it, had this great expectation in my head, and only to realize that the movie's not great, but the special effects are, and maybe that's all that matters. But really it was about the quest of rediscovering this movie, taking something from my childhood, trying to figure out what it was, and actually getting an answer, which is, I don't know, that's pretty cool anyway. And you know, dinosaurs are still pretty cool, I think. So thank you for watching. Until next time, see you in the void.